Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. Open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, New York, Atlanta, Chicago.
Singing?
I always sing.
Do you?
I sing in the rain because it is
You sing in the shower? Singing in the
today.
shower? I bet JoJo sings in the shower.
I sing in the shower.
I just had a feeling she did.
JoJo sings everywhere.
You know, if JoJo's here, you know what that means.
JoJo's here?
Murray's going to be watching. I think he only watches you.
Yeah, he does. I have my own little following.
You know, I went up to Melbourne, right, a couple of weeks ago, and JoJo sort of showed us the place. Everywhere you go, she knows everybody. And then she's having conversations. It takes 20 minutes to sit down and have a meal because she's got to go through all her people. Then she has them dancing to her singing. The waiters are dancing. The owner of the place is dancing. Everybody's dancing. I said, can I get a table? I'm hungry.
All he wanted to have was eggs, and I have everybody dancing.
Eggs?
Yeah, egg white.
Egg whites.
You
It's
see how much
breakfast.
he's changed? Right? Is that unbelievable? That was breakfast, and she's having a party at breakfast?
And he didn't cheat when he was out there. He ate healthy.
It's not even different than what you do here, though. Do you know what it's like to have a conversation with you and you've got a conversation over there and a conversation over there, and I'm sitting here going, Freddie?
You know,
Freddy?
the problem is that
Freddy?
the problem, Dawn,
Freddie?
is
What?
that you have timing issues.
It's my fault.
Now, Smiley was not here, and
Yes.
Smiley is the deck coordinator. He controls the deck. La la la.
What do you mean?
La I know, but now you're going to drink your medicine.
Yeah.
Smiley is the deck coordinator. It is his job to be here early to make everything in place.
Okay,
He was not here.
okay.
And there were pieces. We're going to be talking about a new show that we're going to be doing, and it opens and closes, and we didn't get through everything. Jordana hasn't done her commercial because it took longer to set up the deck. See, this is this timing thing.
You're so wrong, but I'm not going to fight with you on air. You are
I'm
so
not
inaccurate on that conversation.
No, I'm not. Were you, Smiley, were
100%.
you late?
It had nothing to do with Dylan not being here. None whatsoever.
No. You see, you don't understand because you're not part of
See,
these
if I was on
conversations.
time, that's what happened.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Me and Smiley had this conversation yesterday.
Did you?
see, you weren't there with me when he was with me till 8 o'clock last night.
Huh.
You weren't there. So he controls the deck. It's his flow, the cameras, everything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Smiley's in charge, correct?
Yes.
And you know that, right?
Yes.
And what happens is in this business, when you're late, game over. So I couldn't answer your questions because I had to do all the things that Smiley was going to do.
No.
No?
Just saying. He's so full of malarkey, baloney, whatever you want to call it, but we're going to go with it.
Listen, I tried.
I just got to call you out on it because it is so inaccurate. But while you were out doing whatever you were doing on your phone and hanging out,
I
we
wasn't on
did
my
record
phone.
a new open, close, and rejoiner for a new show starting Tuesday at 11 o'clock right here
And what
called
is the show
Healing
called?
Now.
Huh? What's it called?
Healing Now.
Healing Now?
Healing Now.
Is that what you were doing while I was out
Healing.
in the pool?
Whatever you were doing in the pool, swimming, getting a suntan, whatever you were doing.
I was meeting with the two ladies. One is Jordana Foster is doing a commercial with us. Right, Jordana?
That's right.
You can speak up to
She has a
defend
new
me.
segment with us, actually.
And
Go Beyond.
guess, how do you know that?
To infinity, go beyond is my tagline.
Jojo, what's the name of your new show?
I think it's going to be called Biz Talk with JoJo.
Did you know that?
No, that one I didn't know.
So I was in the back having a meeting with Biz Talk, yes. Are you gonna,
Yes.
Why don't you stand over there so we can show that?
I love that. I think the 8s are upside down.
That is very cute.
The 8s, I think, are upside down.
No, they're not. They're symmetrical. I think you're upside down.
We're at infinity signs sideways.
Don't listen. Don't listen to me. Put up camera 3 so we can see. Put up the camera. Now I want to thank Giovanni and his wife,
Sabrina.
for giving us this board.
The Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Now what they told me to do is on the back of it, you're supposed to put the name of the host or the guests that are supposed to come in.
Why is it two-sided?
It's supposed to be.
No.
Oh, it's not even two-sided, my bad. So then it's supposed to be the name of the guests that go on there, but that's difficult because in here we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6.
Yes. Yes. Whiteboard, just talk about something.
But isn't that like the coolest?
It's very cool. Thank you, Gio and Sabrina. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Instead of Brooklyn Cafe TV.
So all of these things are going on when
Okay.
you say, hey, Freddy, can you take care of this because I got to run to the bathroom, right? That's what
Yeah,
happened.
pretty much. That's what happened.
Pretty much. All right.
But welcome to our Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can give us a call at 888-994-4995, and we're going to be able to get that in the camera shot. Maybe it's crooked.
It's
We'll get it.
crooked. We
It's
gotta find
crooked.
a
It's
place
kind of
for it.
symmetrical to our lives. The crookedness of what it is.
No, you're not.
This morning we went to Dexafit. We got to see Heather.
Yes.
Shoot some commercials, some B-roll for Heather from Dexafit, which works with your body composition, which you guys would love. And you went last week. You got your DEXA scan again, and you were down 33% on your fat.
Wow.
Hashtag what it's like to host a show by yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I know the number to the studio.
888-994-4995.
What?
You were down 33% in your body composition fat. When you went last week to Dexafit.
32%.
32, sorry.
That's huge.
Huge, right?
Congratulations.
Well, I got some bad news. I got a phone call from my
Yeah.
cardiologist because I stopped taking my statins. And this is all related to the health stuff. And they're very upset with me because my statins are through the roof according to their numbers. Now, we had a conversation with a gentleman, a doctor, who talked to us that when you take your statins and you take your blood work, it's going to be low. And you're on statins. What do you think is going to be high?
Right.
He looked at me, and the moment you get off, it's going to quadruple. It's going to grow because you're off of it. So they're going to put me on something else now. How you like me now? So now I have some choices to make. But anyway,
I can help you with that.
maybe, maybe not.
I can help you with that.
I know, because you're a nurse.
Well, I do infusions. And
You're
one
gonna
of the
infuse me?
infusions that we do is a medication called, well, the brand name is Plaquex, and it will remove plaque from your arteries and help.
So why do they put a diabetic on a statin?
It's protocol, and basically,
Well, so is the military, but I don't want to do that either.
it's just it's a protocol that anyone who's diabetic, according to the American Medical Association, should be put on a statin. I actually begged my mother to stop taking hers because her cholesterol was normal, and even though her doctor wanted her on it because that's the protocol, there can be some pretty severe side effects from them.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know, I couldn't close my hand, so I
That's
stopped
one of
taking
the side
it.
effects.
And all of a sudden, now they're screaming at me that they want me back on it. Okay, and it's a problem because I haven't felt this great in a long time. When I was on statins, I was going to ask you because I knew you were coming on today. Mentally, it's a downer. Statins depress you.
yeah.
Did you know that?
There can
Do
be
they
a lot
really
of-
depress you, or is it more that you don't like being on them because
No, it
it's-
depresses me. No, I made it up.
No, two different forms of depression. One is, does
you
it,
know two different forms
yes,
of
does
depression?
it chemically depress you?
She knows two different forms.
Listen, if you listen, I'll
I'm
explain it
can't
to you.
listen to-
Stop.
Okay, yeah.
Does it clinically change because of the chemicals in the statin, or is it because you feel like it's an age thing and you don't want to be on the statin, so it saddens you, it makes you feel depressed because you feel as if you don't want to be on it?
Let me know when you're done.
Two different kinds. Thank you.
It has nothing.
Because a lot of the medication that people are on. does
Talking to the mic, 'cause we
make
can't hear what you're
a lot of
saying.
people that are on medication, it does make them have all these strange side effects, including depression. So
Well-
you could be treating one thing and you're saying you're feeling really great. I would look into other alternatives. Like
I
what you're
say,
saying.
go to Merlin.
For sure. I mean,
Well, let me tell you, the depression that I feel, which is, unlike Dawn's 15, I have one.
I got 16 pages.
I have one type of depression, which is, it depresses me. That's it. It's not about age. It's not about I can't do a handstand with one arm. It's not about any of that. It's I feel when I take it, it's a downer because in my world I can't afford to be a downer. We're in the make believe La La Land business.
I would love you to see Daphne. And when we
I
talked
see
about
Daphne.
adaptogens yesterday and ashwagandha and different things that work with your cortisol level and your adrenals, and I would love you to talk to her about that and the depression and everything.
Ashwagandha?
Yes.
Did you see that segment yesterday?
I
Ashwagandha?
think
Right?
it's out of the country. I'm just kidding. But I have heard it's a great anti-inflammatory.
And this
Turmeric, you haven't taken
It's a-
any
It's
nasty
a good
supplements.
Ayurvedic.
I know. But then protocol is an interesting aspect that you bring that up because a lot of people, doctors especially, they believe in protocol, but it isn't always the best solution to every individual. Everybody's a little bit different.
That's
Right.
true.
Like-
Also, physicians are paid bonuses by your health insurance company. If you're diabetic,
Shh, don't say that too loud. They'll take me off the Facebook.
I have a document from
That's
Blue
a music.
Cross,
That's a
so-
song. That's a song. I know. Weren't you the one that was taken off of?
She was.
She was. Okay, shh. They will take you off so fast and it'll make your head spin.
But you know what?
Another thing you should look at is your nutrition because, I have a lot of people who do a 30-day to healthy living program that helps with the inflammation and eliminates sugar and gluten and dairy. And you don't have to be gluten-free and vegan, but for 30 days, when you kick those things, you cannot believe the change in your body. And a lot of people have cut out some of the medication that they're on. And it might be helpful with all of these there are just a lot of other alternatives to look into. Doesn't mean that maybe down the road, hopefully you don't have to, but if you're feeling so great, there should be.
Well, let me tell you what's bothering me more than anything else. How long have we been doing this show?
2.5 years.
Okay. And before that, I was doing this, I don't know how many years. And we always talked about health and everything else. And I've been a diabetic for, 10, 15 years. What really bothers me about this whole thing is that some people, they don't watch the show. They don't know
Yeah.
who I am. They don't understand what I'm all about. Yeah, I was in the hospital because I did some stupid things with my life. And I paid the dear price for it because of a medication. Not because of me. A medication got me there. Yes? True?
Sure.
Okay. So what I would like to do, and I'm going to go see my cardiologist, I want to bring her on board. I want to bring her in here. And I want to show her that, there is a back end to the moon. There were two sides to every story. Actually, three, but we don't count the middle. And I would like somebody to say to me, let's talk about why you stopped taking it. Let's talk about alternatives. Let's talk about let's not stick with protocol. Let's stick with new call. Let's try a new thing in life. Some of the things, nutrition, I dropped 83 pounds.
Absolutely.
Because I had to. I want to see my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. I've lost the weight. I've done all of that. My sugar has come down. The statin, it just depresses me that I think, that's the other depression you're talking about. It depresses me, I got to go back on it because this protocol. So what I want to do is I want to flip this. And then we're going to get into this segment because I want to invite her in to come in and meet people and get a difference of opinion.
So what happens if you don't take a statin and you're diabetic? Why do they make you do that? Why is that protocol?
CYA.
It's a protocol that's written in the medical journals, and that's what doctors are in Western medicine. That's what they are taught to do.
It's a
And
preventative.
it's one protocol.
It's a preventative aspect, and
Yes.
you can write
Heart
to me.
attack.
Well,
heart attack. And they say that it prones me. I'm going to say it. Listen, they say you're more inclined to have a heart attack as a diabetic if you're not on statins. And you're not on heart medicine, on blood pressure thinner medicine.
but then the other thing you have to look at, are you more at risk for having the heart attack because most type 2 diabetics are overweight? They eat poorly, they don't exercise, their BMI and their fat to body mass is out of control, or is it the diabetes? It's like the chicken and the egg. So
Yeah,
you can't pull out
exactly.
one without the other.
Right.
So maybe it's the risk factors versus being a diabetic.
But there's also the factor of not drinking enough water. You know, the gentleman that was here, he talked about the pancreas does what it's supposed to do. We wanted to do things that it wasn't built to do. And you got to drink a lot of water. You got to flood your system. Get that water so the pancreas can relax and not be tired. Tired liver, tired pancreas, the whole nine. I get all that. What really depresses me is that I would like them to come forward.
The other depression, the
And
one that I
have-
was wrong about.
This is the next one.
No, it's the same one.
This is 3. Now, you're catching up to me because I got 15. You're on to 3.
Hold up one finger. Hold up one finger. It's the depression is that instead of having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having a conversation, actually, this is the one I'm gonna have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about alternative. Let's have a conversation about. Ask me why. You know, just because I stopped taking it, you don't even ask me why. You know, that's the part that bothers.
But that's why a lot of people stop taking it is because of the body arthralgias and the pain and
Body
the
what?
depression arthralgias,
Pain.
the aches, the pains in your hands,
Really?
your legs, your feet, your joints.
You got that? Look up that word.
He's got that. He's got a new hat on today, by the way.
What's on that hat?
That's Square Grouper. It's Tiki Bar.
Square Grouper Tiki Bar.
Jupiter.
We should have a contest on Dylan's hats. All right, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk to the girls exactly what you're talking about. It's called Healing Now. It's a new show starting on Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to
Wow,
12
what a segue.
with Sunita
That's
Sharma
pretty good.
and Liz Sanz.
That's pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
All
We'll be
right,
right back.
we're going to be right back.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. Are you ready? Does your family have an emergency preparedness plan? BeBetterPrepared.info is an affordable way to prepare yourself and your family for the worst. Stock up with emergency gear and the knowledge you need to be ready in case of an emergency. From first aid, safe water supplies, to shelter, BeBetterPrepared.info is a convenient way to quickly stock up on survival and camping gear at an affordable, pre-packaged price. Order Elite Ready Pack to get started. No matter what the situation, go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. VCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. VCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. VCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe. We're talking about alternative healing, but now it's on a whole nother level. We've got a new show starting on Tuesday called Healing Now with Liz Sant and Sunita Sharma. We did their open, their close, their rejoiner today. We've got, what are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about holistic health.
What a
living
perfect
a healthy
topic.
lifestyle, holistically, mentally, physically, spiritually.
Every which way.
And it's funny because, you know, there is no one way of curing anything. But I can guarantee you one thing that we all have in common. One thing. The only thing that we have in common. If you feel the part, you're going to heal. If you're feeling bad, you're not going to heal. That I can guarantee you. You ever gone to the doctor and you're fine and he tells you, listen, you got 6 months to live, you got cancer? Oh my God, you die in a week. You're done. You're so depressed. Oh, look, when you're 14. You're so depressed you die. And then they come back.
By the end of the show, he's going to be past 14.
They're going to come back at the end of the week and they tell you, oh, we made a mistake. And you're healthy again. That's the one thing we have in common. Holistically, East meets West. Is that your phone?
No, it's JoJo's.
JoJo. East meets West. Now, you're a nurse?
I'm an RN. I've been an RN for 16 years.
So you're on both sides of this equation.
Yes. Yeah.
Holistic and medicine.
I actually made the decision last year, October of last year, to leave the business of the hospital setting as a nurse.
You left?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I couldn't participate in the business that healthcare has become.
Really?
And yes, so I am educating women now on toxin-free beauty and living a toxin-free lifestyle, and how we can make simple choices to decrease our risk for disease.
Wait till you see on Tuesday what she's bringing in to make. I wanted to do it today, but it's going to be a surprise for you.
Okay.
Oh, they're making kombucha, but you don't know how you make kombucha.
What is kombucha?
You'll see.
It's a fermented drink. We actually had it when we were at the juice place.
Oh, I remember that.
From the kombucha bar, but there's a way to make it at home.
No.
No,
There's
they make
a small
one.
percentage
Yeah.
Very, very
of the
small.
Is that the one you
fermentation
guys did a
process.
kombucha shot? I didn't have that.
But
I
you,
tasted it with my finger.
but you can make it.
That
Wait
is-
to see how you make it.
that
I
is-
have some
yes.
brewing right now,
That
and
is
it'll be
strong.
ready. So I'm going to bring it in to taste.
You're going to bring one of those things in?
And I'll bring some in to make some and show everyone.
Now,
how
what
to
does
make
that do for you?
it. Well, it has a lot of different benefits. It basically we drink it in my family for our immune function because it helps probiotics.
Your stomach?
In your gut, it helps increase your probiotics. So.
Yeah, basically it's a fermented drink, so, it
Well, I'm going
helps
to tell you,
really
I
help.
had it. I didn't have it. They had it. They boil shots at Juice Buzz. And
No, that was ginger. We were at the tea room, Trend Tea, where they had the kombucha bar. You had some of that.
That was pretty good. I had a sip.
You just have to make sure the ones you get don't have added sugar, and the ones Liz is making does not have the added sugar and preservatives in it.
It has. I make it with sugar, but it requires sugar for the fermentation process with the.
So
I'm gonna
it's
show you.
interesting. And the interesting thing about holistic healing and holistic health is there's a lot of different ways you can go. So what makes you feel good one week, you may need to tweak it and try something the next week. And I can tell you, because I've been going through it since Christmas,
What are you going through?
this whole stomach irritation
You
thing.
got to have Shambuka.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Kombucha.
go the whole fermented thing, but I've been through the doctors, I've been through Daphne, and then I tweak it and I go back to Daphne, and now she's got me on ashwagandha and some new herbs and
How's that
aloe.
working for you?
Much better. And probiotics. But you have to find what works for you, because, and Jordana's shaking her head yes, because what works for Jordana works for JoJo. What might work for me for a week,
You
the
have
next
to make
week I got to
adjustments.
change it and make an adjustment. And you stopped all your supplements from Daphne.
Who told you that?
You.
Yeah, I
Are you
can't-
depressed?
No. I take the magnesium from Daphne. I take vitamin D and stuff. I haven't gone back to refill a lot of them, but she told me I didn't need them. I had.
Well, guess what? Now you need them.
I had the Biomeridium.
You're going to need it again. It's time to go back. We're doing a shoot there on Thursday, as a matter of fact. We're doing commercial footage for her on Thursday from Health and Vitamin Concepts, a.k.a. Merlin. You've met Merlin.
Yes. I need to meet her again.
I'm telling you.
Well, you know what I like. We should have done is we should have had that lady yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. We should have had them on the set with the ladies. I think it would have been really interesting to put that whole thing together. But even my FAU doctors are going holistic now. They're reading about it's better to know something and prepare than not to know something. So now they're getting bombarded with holistic ways and changes. The problem is this word protocol, right? So holistically doesn't fit the norm of protocol.
Correct.
Pharmaceuticals run this country.
And insurance doesn't pay for
Holistic.
medicine and holistic health.
Do you know what I heard? And you guys, this is right up your alley. I heard that a very small percentage of women who have breast cancer respond to tamoxifen genetically. Teeny, like 20%. But what's the protocol for
Gotta
women
take
that
it.
have a certain type of breast
5
cancer?
years of
Right?
tamoxifen.
Tamoxifen. So now there is an insurance company, to remain nameless, that will not allow the woman to be on tamoxifen unless she has a genetic marker that shows she will respond to the tamoxifen. I
So
left
is
you
that-
all speechless.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. It's controversial. I can see it being good because why should you be on something that's not going to help you?
Yes,
But
it's going to harm you, actually.
if you're one of those if genetically you can really test for it and it will help, then I think it's amazing that they actually have the foresight to do that.
Yes.
If they're just trying to hold their pocketbooks and not allowing you to be on a drug that could potentially help you, then I think it's wrong. I think we need more information, but just the fact that that's even coming down the pike with the DNA swab, that's how they're testing it.
With the DNA swab.
They have to check your DNA genetic swab. I don't know if they're doing it with the DNA swab or through genetic testing, but genetically they're looking at the gene for the woman that the tamoxifen helps. It does not help everyone.
All right, so let's talk about the show. What is the show going to enhance? What can we listen to every week? What are we going to be getting?
So basically, we're going to have several different segments. We're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about beauty. We're going to talk about alternative exercises. We're going to talk about next week. We're going to have a back to school special. So we're going to incorporate healthy back to school snacks for the children. So things that you can incorporate into your daily life. That's kind of alternative choices from what we're used to.
That's pretty
So
cool.
it'll be kind of a combination.
When you were
of
growing
different-
up, what kind of snacks did you have in your house?
I don't even really remember.
Cheetos,
Fruit roll-ups.
Doritos.
Fruit roll-ups.
What did you have?
We didn't really have a lot of snacky food, like probably Townhouse crackers or something like
That
that.
was it.
but-
What did you ladies have?
Chips Ahoy and Fritos.
What did you have?
Same, we have a lot of cookies and chips and everything.
We had Entenmann's donuts, ring dings,
Entenmann's.
right? The chocolate frosted.
Twinkies.
Ring dings.
Ring dings.
Anything Little Debbie.
I had fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups.
The doctor made me take it away from Giovanni.
Because there's nothing good in them.
No.
They
It
make
made
the
his
whole food
mouth
ones.
a different color.
And
he liked
they talk about the red and the color dyes. You guys going to address some of the dyes in the foods that we're eating
Yes,
and we're giving our kids?
Are you wearing crunchy today?
I am.
Yeah, I get amazed at this stuff.
I get amazed that you notice.
I can notice because it
Makeup.
softens you.
He notices her makeup.
It softens your complexion, and it sort of enhances your eyes. I can always tell when somebody's wearing your line. It's just unreal. I can
That's
see it on
amazing.
you. I can see it on her. I see it on you every day.
Yeah,
Whole
and I'm
hat.
wearing purple lipstick. Like I would never normally wear purple lipstick.
It looks
But,
beautiful on you.
But your eyes are actually, they come out with this whole thing that you did to it. And again, Crunchy is a line that you sell. There's no lead heads, is the way I pronounce it, right? It
No
has
lead heads,
No lead
yeah.
heads, just to keep
no
it
lead
clean.
lips.
And no-
Unleaded lips.
And there's new brushes that just came out that
Oh,
are
yes.
vegan. They
And I
are
haven't-
synthetic. And what about people who say, I don't want synthetic, I want, real brushes and real bristles? The reason Crunchy came out with these,
Well, most people don't know that real bristles are made from squirrel and raccoon hair. So Crunchy is all cruelty-free and vegan or vegetarian. And these brushes are actually the highest quality synthetic fiber that's available. And they're triple sealed. And these are our new brushes. They just launched, and I haven't even opened them yet. So I wanted
The
to
big
wait and
reveal
share them
on
with
set.
you.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous.
And what
Look
are
at that.
they? Wait, hold on. What are they made of?
So it's a fiber called Taclon. It's
Wow.
the highest quality synthetic fiber. The bristles are triple sealed, so they won't absorb product, and they help the application. So they redesigned them to pick up more product and distribute it better, and also the handles are weighted.
And they don't absorb the product, which is so unbelievable, because when you wash your brushes out,
And all the bacteria that
oh
can
my gosh.
remain.
For ladies that have
Look
problem
at how
skin,
beautiful that is.
You know, I always notice.
what do you use that brush for?
This is, I believe, the powder brush.
Wow.
They're numbered now because they're
They're
pretty
numbered.
versatile.
They got
So-
numbers, Dylan. You can't mess it up. Use
This
number
is
4,
like-
then number 3.
This is just
Make up by numbers.
beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look at this brush.
I love it. Now let me ask you a question.
Feel it. Feel how soft
No,
it
it's
is.
very-
How do I know what
Yeah.
it feels like? I know
Does it feel
something about-
soft?
Oh, very soft.
It's nice, right?
Very
This
nice.
is number 3, so this is probably the blush brush. Oh, and here's our flat top. You wanted the
I need a
foundation
flat top,
brush,
a
right?
foundation brush,
Now
yeah.
the funny thing is, you ever
Be
notice?
like a new wand.
Bless you.
Bless you, Liz. This
Thank
can be
you.
like your wand.
Thank you.
Yes, you're right.
Everything can
Those
be a
are-
You
wand.
can put it on a stick.
There you go.
Well, sometimes when
Those are
Look
fancy.
at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I
Here's
know
the
we're
flat
talking
top
brush.
foundation brush.
no, but I wanted to ask during daytime, you're not supposed to put on heavy makeup, right? Because your daytime. At nighttime, when the sun goes down, you're supposed to put on heavier makeup. Is that the way it
It
works?
depends on your occasion.
Depends on what you do for a living. Like for me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine putting on more makeup at night? I do put a little bit more, but pretty much this is about as more as
But
it
I
gets.
think you should put less. Not
Well,
more.
when you change our lighting, then I can maybe put on less, but
You know, it's funny because the Turk told me the same thing, that the lighting in here distracts.
it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on in here, though.
I got about 25 bulbs
The lights
going
are
on
amazing,
in
but
here.
it doesn't look like I have a lot on.
It doesn't?
Does it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
It doesn't. Not on.
Him?
Not on.
Oh,
camera.
he's-
It's like mood lighting.
But these brushes are
Mood
beautiful.
lighting.
And Liz represents a line called Crunchy, which is part of her toxin-free life and holistic health that you do for brushes and makeup. And Sunita has a line of these
They're-
socks that are infused with essential oils.
Oh, really?
Yes. So these socks,
Kinda
basically,
kinky.
they say that your feet are the best place to apply essential oils because there's no
Holy smokes.
sebaceous glands, and so the oils can get absorbed directly into your bloodstream. So these socks have lavender, shea butter, and jojoba oil, which is good for moisturizing. Jojoba. And so
It's really good for your skin.
so they're moisturizing, they're calming. So I call them my calm mom socks because I put them on at the end of the day, put my feet up.
Did you create these?
I did not create them per se,
You
but
distribute them.
I'm distributing them.
Holy smokes.
And I will
that's
have
great.
I will have some
Brilliant,
other
right?
Can you make like a whole body stocking of this?
probably, yeah. I could get you a onesie maybe.
How can-
Yeah.
People want to know how
A
they can get the
Christmas
socks.
I want to get a
So-
onesie. Can you
so-
make
You
me a
want to
onesie?
do Christmas prints?
Yeah, that would
I
be
want to
cute.
wear a Sopranos. Check this out. I'm going to wear a onesie on the beach.
We once went
with
to
essential oils.
San
infused.
Francisco.
Yeah.
we once went to San Francisco,
This is unbelievable.
and there was a guy walking around San Francisco with a sock, just a sock.
It said, does anyone want to see Freddy in a Speedo? And everyone's saying yes.
Wait, a new poll? You know, this is a conspiracy because you and my son are driving me insane. I tell you what, if she makes me a onesie of this stuff, I'll wear it. This is unbelievable.
No, it needs to be a Speedo of that.
A Speedo.
A Speedo.
Well, that I don't know if I,
I don't
can
know about
condone.
that.
I don't think I
Don't
can.
worry. I agree. I
You're
don't
gonna wear
think
a onesie?
a onesie.
I'd rather see you in a speedo than a onesie.
Toy.
Yeah, everyone wants to see
It's gonna like
this
snap
smells
in your
delicious.
crotch like a
It's a hard
bodysuit.
decision.
Really?
Dawn, it's about
You've been hanging around Rowan too long. If you want a
it's
onesie,
about how this feels on your skin is terrific.
how can people get these?
So basically, I have a website, and it's called Healing, HEELING now. So it's a spin-off from our show.
It's nice.
And the reason I call it Healing, because obviously it's, you put it on your heels and your feet.
Healingnow.com. And what do they run in price?
They're very inexpensive. They're $10.
And they all have the same scent?
Right now they're all lavender scented, and they're pink.
Those are great for
So,
kids.
I
but
think they
do
smell like
fit
roses, though.
They will fit size 12 to 13 men because my husband did wear them on the plane one time, and so they're one size fits all pretty
So
much.
Liz, let me ask you, a diabetic's feet, very important, right? And you always want to keep them lubricated
And moisturize.
and
yes.
moisture. Maybe twice a day, even 3 times a day. You should stop and say hello to your feet because if you don't do that, you're going to run into dry problems, and that's a problem. This actually will help keep
Yes.
it lubricated.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
I think you
for-
need them in blue, though.
Do they come in different
Do
colors?
they come in colors?
Right now, I just have them in pink.
You know, that's a very nice thing.
But I can get some in blue, yes.
Do you know that men were writing to me about Crunchy because they have to kiss their girlfriends and wives, and they're wondering whether or not they're kissing somebody that has lead on their lips, and they're saying, wait a minute, what about the guy?
Right. No, absolutely.
I think we need blue.
All right,
We'll get you some blue socks. You can find them, everyone who's asking, at healingnow.com, HEELING now.com, like the heel of your foot versus the name of your show. Gio, let's go to commercial break.
Hold on a second. Are you selling these currently now?
Yes.
So if they come down to your show, can they buy them here?
Yes.
Come on down.
Come on down on Tuesday and we'll have some for you.
We'll have some here. We'll start a whole healing process.
One size fits all. We will be right back.
Right back.
Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
Hey, Dawn, do you know what CBD is?
What is CBD, Freddie?
CBD is a cannabidiol. My goodness gracious, I'm Puerto Rican and I can announce that. Cannabidiol, which is found in the hemp plant. CBD can help regulate your mood, improve your sleep, reduce inflammation, and you know what? It even increases immunity.
Did you know that our internal systems are already made to receive the CBD? It's made of natural botanicals without any psychotropic effects. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that means.
It means you can get healthy without getting high.
That's right. Now, people come to the studio, we give them CBD, and what's the first thing they ask me? Can I drive home? I said, did you drive here? Yes. Well, then you're going to drive home. So if you want CBD and the experience to feeling better, reducing anxiety, what do you got to do?
Give him a call at 561-674-7446. It is the #1 legal and leading CBD company in the United States. Safe for all ages. Where do you visit, Freddie?
You visit livelovecbd.com.
livelovecbd.com. Tell them Dawn and Freddie sent you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Your LDL is too high, I'm assuming, from what you're telling us?
We need more cowbells. I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. All right, so we're talking here. Now, how do you get these socks? What is the website? What is the deal to get
So you can go online, www.healing.now.com.
And they fit all feet, up to a size 12, 13 men. We're having lots of questions. And these Healing Now for the socks, what else is on your website? Any?
I do have a few essential oil blends. So I have a Thieves oil blend. It's called Stay Healthy. And
Stay
then
healthy.
And then
It sounds like you're from Tennessee. Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. I like to play on words.
Sounds
Obviously.
like you're from the Bronx, baby.
And then the other one is called Calm Mom. So it's a lavender blend.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the other one that for the non-moms is Calm Me Maybe.
Call me maybe. And what your show, you're talking about different holistic healing. It's not all about being green and environmentally friendly. It's about living a different lifestyle. Dylan, that needs more water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got to turn it off before you do it.
Oh, we need Syracuse.
Don't give him too much to do because you're gonna hurt him. Listen, you got it?
Water.
You good?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Where are
Yes.
the gallons?
They're empty.
All of them?
You know where the kitchen is?
Yeah. You got to fill them with water. Tell us more about your show. While he's doing his ums. Brain
I had a
fog?
question.
Brain fog.
I had a question. Okay, so.
But he forgot it.
No, I got it. So the show is going to be towards women, right? Health and different things, but men also, like the benefits,
absolutely.
right?
Of course.
Because sometimes guys, we're the downside of you guys putting on the wrong lipstick, the wrong perfume, the wrong baby powder. Ooh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, baby powder, talcum powder,
Yeah.
forget it. It's just been a whole mess.
It's a mess, but we have to breathe it in.
Well, so does everyone. Come on over.
Yeah, but if you're wearing it, oh, look who's in the house. Didn't you want to put her on the side?
Yeah, because that's how we met her, was through Liz.
Yeah.
Let me get another mic.
Figure we may as well join and have some fun.
No, you got another one over
We've
there?
got Janelle, Miss Fort Lauderdale, with us, and we were talking about their show, the Healing
What about the other
Now,
one?
Healthy Lifestyle, and what you're going to be talking about, back to school, healthy snacks.
That's going to be our topic next week. The whole show is going to be centered around back to school, boosting immunity, some different tips
With
and
essential
tricks.
oils. Well, that'll be interesting. And I was watching, back to school, one of those, again, to remain nameless, one of those yogurts that come in a strip that you can freeze, and then by lunch they defrost.
Right.
Okay, so they probably defrosted well before lunch. And just read the ingredients.
that?
No. But all I can tell these parents is read the ingredient list on the back of the food products that you buy and you give to your kids. And I know you'll address that too, because all natural flavoring does not mean it's something you want to be eating.
Well, there was also a couple of years ago when they had cheese, and they found out they were putting wood shavings in cheese.
The
remember?
cellulose, yep, in the
Shredded cheese.
Shredded one.
in the Parmesan cheese, yes.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
So that was good stuff going bad because.
So you got to read the ingredients and what's in it.
Absolutely.
And Janelle, that's part of your platform too, isn't it? On healthy eating, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
You have your crunchy on.
Yes, I do. Yeah, it's so important to read the labels, obviously of your skincare and everything, and your food, most importantly, because there are so many hidden chemicals that are banned in other countries like Europe, and so it's so important that we are educated on what we are putting into our bodies and onto our bodies, and really pay attention to what's going into these products.
And was part of your Living Clean Beautifully, which I love that posting on Facebook. Me and all of Big Brother that's watching all of your posts. People are watching, and it's the controversy. Unfortunately, social media does other things when things are controversial, but you get amazing hits. People follow you around grocery stores and say, I watch you and I follow you.
That was so flattering. That was just so flattering.
But you're making an impact on people's lives. And, when people say, I don't know what to do, my child has this, and I've been to the doctor. I know someone who's been to doctors for a year and they cannot diagnose what this person has. But they're depressed, they're anxious, they can't get out of bed, they can't go to work. Their whole family is crumbling because they can't physically function. But medically, they're fine.
And it could be a buildup of yeast in their body. I mean, there's so many alternative tests that people
And that's the thing people don't know.
I want to talk to you about
Western
that.
medicine doesn't address. So
lack of a mineral.
Let's talk about yeast. What do you do if you have an excess amount of yeast?
Well, obviously you want to stay away from sugar and things that feed yeast, and then there are cleanses that you can do to
Detoxing too,
detox
is very important.
your body of yeast.
I have.
And you can even do blood tests where they can see if you have yeast in your bloodstream or mold or parasites.
But they don't do that.
Not in Western medicine.
Daphne does.
You have to go to a holistic
I know I have too
or
much
alternative
yeast.
medicine.
I was told I have too much yeast.
Daphne
you could
works
tell
with all
by
of
just
that.
looking sometimes at your tongue. If
It's
you have
always
like a
white.
white coating, there's a lot of signs.
I gotta tell you something.
And that could.
But I go to the doctors. They don't run that test. And
It's not what they do.
And he seems. What do you mean that's not what he's a
It's
doctor?
not part of Western medicine.
Oh, I see. So they're not
There's
there
not
to
a
cure
pill
you?
they can give you.
That's
for
right.
yeast.
They said, let me see how much money.
The pill
this
they
is
give you
gonna-
causes yeast infections.
Let me give you yeast.
Antibiotics.
Let me give you yeast. I can give you the cure.
Well, that's the thing. With my stomach, they said, well, if we go for the endoscopy, how would you treat it? 3 antibiotics. Okay. If I don't go for it, then I don't get treated with the antibiotics, which will cause the yeast infection, which will then have to put me on another medication to help with the yeast.
Right.
So you know what? I'm
Then
going
you
to try
got a
and treat
UTI.
my stomach a whole nother way. Right. Before I have the 3 antibiotics, a UTI, and all these other crazy
And you
things.
Is it
get
H.
free
pylori?
antibiotics, correct?
Well, now I'm doing the
That's
probiotics.
huge. I mean, again, that's a whole nother thing. People need to know your gut health is everything. That is where everything starts, is in your gut. And if you're very mindful about the food you're eating and consuming, the products you're putting on your skin, everything is being absorbed and it creates a buildup. And if you are not, I have a lot of my clients who do every quarter or twice a year. You know, your car gets a tune-up, your body needs a tune-up. So you need to do a cleanse because of all the buildup that you have, and then you feel phenomenal. Not saying not go to the doctor, it's important, but there are alternatives, and there are ways to get rid of that buildup that is in your body from all of the bad stuff that we
But you know, it's scary is if you're at risk of a heart attack, if you're at risk of a stroke, if you're at risk of diabetes and going to diabetic ketoacidosis, those things are like big triggers of, oh my gosh, let me take a pill.
Yeah, but okay.
Now, a
hold
yeast
on, hold on,
infection,
hold on.
maybe you can have some cranberry or something
But hold
else you
on.
can. But those are 3 huge things that people. It's like saying your tires are bad on your car, your brakes are out. Would you get in that car with bad brakes? You're going to give them anything they need at the mechanic to fix your brakes.
Yes, but hold on, because it's having the conversation to begin this conversation. People won't have the conversations. I mean, you can actually find out if you have yeast. If you're a diabetic, you can't have yeast in your system. Where the hell's it coming from? And I guarantee you, 98% of the people driving to Florida have bad tires.
And bad brakes,
And
yes.
they don't run to get them fixed.
Right.
They don't until something bad happens.
And it's important too to address, the root cause of issues, because a lot of times the medicine will just cover up the symptoms
And
temporarily.
there you have it.
Right. And
That's
we're-
right.
why
so
it's
we're
so
offering
important
not
to do
just a
prevention.
pill, but
Yeah.
lifestyle. We want to give you choices of things that you can incorporate in your lifestyle, not just here's a pill that's going to help with this problem.
And what is your background?
So I'm a physical therapist. I've been a physical therapist for about 20 years here in Delray. I'm also a breast cancer survivor, which I treated myself naturally with. So that's where my passion in holistic
Did you
health.
go to the doctor?
I did go to the doctor. I did have surgery, but I did not have chemotherapy or radiation. So I, found alternative means to heal myself. And, knock on wood, it's been almost 10 years, and I've had a couple of children since then. So that's where my passion for holistic health and healing and spreading the word of, you don't have to just listen to one person that, takes your insurance and you're doomed to, be dead in 5 years is what I was told. So, I looked into other things and now, the things like juicing and exercise and affirmations and detoxing, I kind of blended all of that together and, here I am today.
You're going to share it all with everyone on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And let's tell everyone your background.
I've been a registered nurse for 16 years, and I'm a mom of 2 and 2 humans and
2 humans.
3 fur babies. I was a vet tech before I was a nurse, so that was my first passion.
So you've always been in healthcare.
Yeah, I have. It's a real passion of mine, and I'm just so grateful that I can make it my career and be an entrepreneur and help women heal using many different modalities now.
Now, let's be fair, because the medical profession has saved lives.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
are #1 for emergency care.
That's
in
right.
this
I mean,
country.
if you see Cold Black, you just watch one show of that in what goes on in California.
No, we're never discounting the medical profession or the medical
So-
field,
so we're not
but they're
saying-
all. Just look at your alternatives to go with it. Not even one should
Lifestyle.
replace the other.
Integrative.
But look at there you go,
Yes.
integrative functional medicine.
And then also there is, unfortunately, the business side of what we do. And medicine has become a business, just like attorneys, just like teachers, all of that counts. And we're not talking about one bad doctor or nurse or whatever ruining it for everybody. It does happen. I still want to have the conversations to have alternatives, no?
Yes.
Choice. You want to have options, good, bad, or indifferent. Now, sometimes you may take an alternative, and it doesn't work out well for you. Now, does that mean that I tell Dylan, don't take it, it's no good for you? Do I do that? No, because his body's different from mine, right? Essentials becomes.
And they'll be on tomorrow. It's all about options. We got to go to a quick commercial break between our shows. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
That's it?
4. I know you have no idea. Could that clock be any bigger?
That clock is wrong.
But more with Healing Now, alternative health, and you know what? It's just about being educated, having the conversation, and one isn't necessarily better than another for everybody, but just learn what your options are. Choices.
Come on down next Tuesday.
Tuesdays at 11 a.m. right here. Healing Now will begin. It'll also be on Healing Now, HEALING Now on their Facebook page.
And come get some jelly socks.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Brooklyn Cafe is at
Slovakia.
Slovakia. Best pizza in Florida, let me tell you. Are you getting me doing the cornichoni?
Slovakia has been on Atlantic Avenue for 8 years.
Oh, pizza ball. LeBron James.
We make homemade Neapolitan pizza, which is just like you're walking the streets of Naples, Italy. We make our own homemade mozzarella cheese. Our pizza is the thin crust pizza.
I love it.
Cheesy American.
Processed.
There's nothing processed. It's just delicious. Cheers, guys.
Well, your pizza's really good.
Thanks.
I hate you.
I'm telling you, it is the best pizza. And ladies, if you're counting carbs, only 12 carbs in an entire pizza. The whole thing. Come to Slovakia. Check it out. 522 East Atlantic Boulevard.
We gotta try it.
You ready?
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley radio show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Tune in for spiritual downloads with your host, Anna Stevenson, Saturdays at 4 p.m. WNN. The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
Homeowners, would you like to save money each and every month? Of course you would. We all want to save money, but how? By calling Debbie at I Will Advisors, that's how, and have her review your homeowner's policy. Most homeowners never review their policy, but it should be reviewed every year. You commercial property owners, same goes for you. So what are you waiting for? Call Debbie at I Will Advisors and start saving money. 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080. The following message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Natural disasters can be unexpected and devastating to your home or property. If your home or property is damaged and needs repairs, it's important to use only Florida licensed contractors. Remember to check their references, get everything in writing, and don't pay up front. To verify your contractors are licensed, contact the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation online at myfloridalicense.com. That's myfloridalicense.com.
What you want to know. What you need to know. Talk 1470 WNN.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium Ancient Superfood Algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
There's a new sun rising. I can see a new horizon that will keep me realizing you're
Welcome, welcome to all our friends. Are we on? Are we on the sound?
We are on.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. We have second hour of a interesting show today.
They stepped out because they're writing some commercials, but did you like that?
That was right. What? Writing what?
We have 2 more commercials to do voiceovers on, and then we've got Jordan is after the show.
A lot of work to do.
You know, people who think we don't work for a living, they think we only work 2 hours a day. They should see us at 9 a.m. on a shoot, and then we go until, I don't know what, 9 p.m.
Sopranos wants to sit in my seat. You want to do the show?
You know what someone actually said the other day? This is a production, hence the name production company. It's not just 2 hours of hanging out, having fun. There is truly a purpose to what we do. I don't know the purpose. I do know our purpose. He's making some more water, some iced tea.
What are you doing?
That's so fun. Mara, we need to film this because this is now our new intern learning how to make cafe coffee.
What?
What are you doing? Cafe coffee is what we're doing. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Melinda said that's called a coffee pot.
Okay, stop. Put the coffee pot. Put the coffee pot where it belongs before you drop it on the floor.
Now you know why I want to do my show on location?
No.
Put the lid down. Close the lid.
Put the coffee pot in there.
Put the coffee pot under. There you go.
Make sure it's off. Make sure the coffee pot is off. Okay, now it's off. Now you put the water in. Nice and easy.
And there's numbers on the side so you can see how many ounces.
Doesn't matter. Just put 2 bottles. The hole's actually 3, but yeah, put it in there. Add a there you go.
And yes, we are on radio. And you can find us on 95.3 FM 1470 AM, live streaming on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And to join our madness, give us a call, 888-565-1470. Our first hour, we talked about a new show that's starting on Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're going to be on social media called Healing Now, and it's about alternative lifestyle, alternative wellness, alternative options for health. It's with Liz Sant, our crunchy advocate and nurse, healthcare practitioner, and all about healthy living. She has a Facebook page called Living Clean Beautifully. Check out her site. She posts some incredible information. She talked about charcoal for 4th of July, some really, really great tips, so much so that she was actually censored on one of the things she put on. She's talking about a genetic disorder that her son has, and someone must not have liked that she shared the truth, and they took it down. So it should be an interesting show. We talk about things that are controversial. We do not do politics and religion, but apparently healthcare seems to be controversial because there are options, and it has become big business. And it's just about having the conversation and being educated on what options are. I know, we're watching this whole scenario unfold and how to make coffee. Coffee 101 at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. That's what we're going to call this segment.
You know, when I was growing up, I used to run home and watch cartoons. In Spanish, it's called muñequitos. I used to run home and watch the tube for an hour. My mother would let me do it for an hour and then do my homework. This is the most entertainment I have ever seen. Yeah. Millennials and coffee are just unreal.
Is this on?
Well, it's because everybody goes to Starbucks.
That's right.
Everybody just goes and picks it up. It's not, you're not making it yourself.
Well, everyone uses the Keurig, right?
That's, it's easier that way.
Everyone uses it. That's exactly it. And so many alternative healing we talked about with Sunita. You guys were here talking. She's a breast cancer survivor, and how she had the surgery and she healed herself with alternatives. And it's interesting because a friend of mine had breast cancer last year, and she had reconstruction on both sides, and she's having, from the radiation, she's having complications. So it is forming scar tissue around the breast implant, and she says she's in so much pain on the one that was radiated that she's thinking that maybe she needs to take it out. But what's the alternative?
Take what out?
The implant from the breast cancer from her mastectomy, because the radiation caused so much scar tissue around the implant. I guess as the tissue changes, that she's got crushing, gripping pressure all the time. We're going to send her to Daphne. I don't know what she can do, but
take it out and put a new one in.
Well, then
well, you know, it's not right.
Well, here's the thing.
Tissue tightens. That's why she's having pain.
Will insurance cover a new implant?
Probably not.
There you have it. And that goes back to the conversation on hour one. So hit rewind. Stay tuned next Tuesday at 11 a.m. and we've got more information on that coming forward.
And you're also invited to come down. She had these jelly slippers that are kind of cool.
Healing socks.
Healing socks. You want to come down and get some? She's going to bring some, sell them on the set as well. And we are going to try something we've never done here next week. We're going to turn the set around. We're going to try to accommodate them. I don't know how we're going to do this. Don't look at me, Batman.
Because you always, your hat, Batman. It's going to be a bumpy ride. What do I do?
You always say, let's, like when we did with, what's her name?
Pampalani.
And you show me a stadium. That's his door. Are we going to do this in the middle of the
floor? Well, you can't always say no first. You have to either say yes, maybe, let me give it a try.
Panic sets in.
I know it does.
I looked at this set, right? It was 1,000 people.
Is that Depression 5?
It was in a 6. And it was in the middle of the floor with 1,000 people around, and I said to her, we have to run 200 feet cables.
I said, okay, let's order them.
So she says, okay, let's order them. Well, you got to tape them down. You got to make sure you don't trip on them. You got to get some errors in emission insurance. And then you got to bring all this up. And then you have to do the production with multiple cameras.
And what happened?
You might need Marco to help you do this.
And what happened?
No, we got it done.
And we did. And what happened?
Nothing
Best
happened.
Production ever. For the Alzheimer's Association.
But that was pretty scary, though.
Yeah,
you gave me
for
2
the brain
weeks
ball.
to do that. 2 weeks.
Well, no, you know what happened? She gave us 6 months. You said, let me know when it gets closer. Right? Yeah, Jojo, can you understand that?
Yeah, but
she
Jojo,
gave us 6 months, and you said, tell me about it 2 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah, but
so
Jojo,
I did.
If you give me a wall and I'm going to do a production with me in front of you, it's easy. She decides at the last second to put it right in the middle, like a boxing ring, of this whole big place.
That's actually a great idea.
Well, April 12th is the next Brain Ball. It's going to encompass the 3 Alzheimer's associations as well as Parkinson's. All the neuromuscular diseases will be represented on April 12th at Boca West. So save the date on that. I'm giving you plenty of advance notice. I am sure the stage will be in the middle of the room. And actually, David, who run the AV, called me yesterday. He's got a new project he wants us to help him with.
What would that be?
I'll let you know another time because I'm not sure that information is out of the hat for public knowledge yet.
Oh, do you have any vodka?
He's
for
making
this
you
coffee?
some new coffee. And if you see the green light behind you, that is for Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month. August is lighted up green for MD. So our back corner is lit up green for MD.
You see that?
See that?
And no, that isn't JoJo's hat that's turning green.
It is the Green Lantern, and we're excited. We've got JoJo with us, and we've got Jordana Foster, a new client that we're working with. We're talking about Go Beyond.
That's right.
And
Very
yesterday on my
exciting.
time hop, what popped up was Toy Story, which made me think of it. Woody
To
and Buzz.
infinity.
To infinity. Go Beyond.
I
and
love
beyond.
that.
Do you like that? I know. I
That
think in
showed up on your
animation.
line?
My time hop. Yes. That,
Really?
I almost played that song, but I thought you'd think it was kind of cheesy, so I didn't. But yes, I always loved Toy Story.
Me too.
What'd you think? I should have played it
With the
for
kids,
you. To
please.
infinity
We
and beyond.
Watched it millions of times.
Her tagline is Go Beyond.
That's right.
And we've got Janelle with us from Miss Fort Lauderdale 2018. She's got the wave down. I got to do something with my pinky because it
Yeah,
always
get
sticks
another
out.
one.
Got a good wave.
Now
Isn't
you,
that like what they do in England?
now, ladies, you heard that we're working with the Miss America pageant. And
Congratulations.
we actually, I made a phone call to a real special place. I'm waiting for them to call me back. And I couldn't remember the name of the place, so I called it Staten Island.
Singer Island.
Pretty much.
Hilton, Singer Island. To
Hilton,
Steve-O.
Yeah.
Did you make that phone call?
I did. And it looks like we're going to get it done. We have to meet up there and decide how we're going to do it in the whole 9 yards. But I couldn't remember the name of the place. Called
now you got
Staten
it.
Island. So this one goes.
I was saying, isn't that where you're from?
What, in
Like,
New
we're
York?
from New York?
That's where I'm from.
Singer Island.
You're from Staten Island, right?
No, but they have great pizza. As soon as you go over the Verrazano,
There's only one
I don't remember
pizzeria
the
in
name
Staten
of it.
Island.
JoJo's like the
It's
lady in
Sue-
blue today.
You
I look
think
like I killed a Smurf, don't I?
They got the hats going on.
For sure.
So do you.
I know.
You've got the crown, they got the hat. She's got the official Miss America crown going on.
Dawn has a hat. It's over there, too. You
I got
wanna
a
wear
hat, I
your
got a
Your
crown,
hat.
I can choose.
Why don't you wear your hat?
Why?
Toss her a hat.
I'll leave it to you. Heather liked your hat today. We were at Dexafit doing a shoot, and she says, nice fedora. Got you on the treadmill, you know. It's going to be more what you're going to be
Freddy
doing now.
Fedora.
I went to Chicken Chop last night for dinner, and I hadn't seen the owner in weeks. I don't know where he was. And he sees me. He says, "Hey, where'd you get the hat?" And I said, "On my head." He said, "Hey, looks pretty good."
It's looking good.
People don't recognize me. They recognize stupid hat.
Ken thinks you wear hats because he does. That's his analogy.
He
of it.
wears a hat?
Look at Freddie on the show. Ken always wears hats.
I didn't know that. Now, Ken was a big wig at WSBR.
Yes, he was.
In Boca. He was on the air for 22 years, I
Yeah.
think he said. 22 years
Really?
in
Yes.
business. He was on 3 times a day.
Twice a day.
Or twice a day.
In the morning and the afternoon.
And nobody does that unless you're somebody, and Ken was a somebody.
I think I sent you the link to see it, didn't I?
No, you have not.
I'll send it to you. You can see it.
Be nice. Anyway, Dexafit. Go see Heather at Dexafit. If you call in 888-565-1470, we'll give you a $50 off gift certificate.
What's your input on younger generations not knowing how to make coffee? Give us a call, 888.
Oh,
It should be
that's funny.
888-565-1470.
888. Not
565-1470.
What's it take to...
888.
Yeah.
Dylan, now you know how to make coffee.
Yes, I do.
How do you like that?
I think it's a pretty good skill.
Smiley, it's a good skill. It's a good life
You're
skill.
going to make someone a good husband someday.
Do you know, I
Now
was
you can
seeing
make
on,
coffee.
I saw on Facebook, you know, all the posts that people say about things that different generations, and it said we should put home economics and life skills course back in schools. Now I think,
That's true.
because it's just life skills.
How about doing a checkbook, balancing a checkbook? They don't know how to do that. I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot of, that's huge.
Writing a letter
How about
with
a
pen and
signature?
paper.
Do you know that my kids, 18 and 20, they were not taught.
How to write script?
No, they took it out of the schools, right? When they
How to write
started
script?
Cursive.
not to have a signature. Everything's electronic. You don't need it.
Yeah.
It's
Cursive.
crazy. It is not
E-sign
in the
or
schools. I
DocuSign.
actually bought one of those books, and I did that with them, but it's not in the schools.
Cursive is
Cursive
script?
writing.
Yes.
Yes, like your signature. If you do a little,
It's crazy.
Sign for things.
Thank you,
right?
Billy.
It's not in the school. That is Such a lost
Do
art.
you know, I remember when I was in the 4th grade and they taught me how to do script.
Right.
And my brother, may he rest in peace, and my mom, may she rest in peace, they were both over me because my handwriting is the worst.
Like a doctor.
Like a
They do that intentionally, by the
like
way.
a person that, like
They
a
do
person that
intentionally.
needs a doctor. So when I write like cards,
Right.
Linda says, "Can you read this to me?" My kids say, "Can you read this to me, Dad? Because I can't read your handwriting. I can't even read this stupid thing." So I wish I knew
And that
how to write
was
scripts.
with teaching,
That was
right?
with it.
You did get the. They didn't teach you how.
They taught me, and I used to write real slow. But then now I just scribble.
I think the first Christmas, after we were working a couple months, you gave us a Christmas card with a bottle of wine.
Here it comes.
And I was so impressed with his signature. I thought, wow. Because you
How can
never
you be
see
impressed
anyone
with my
write.
signature?
Because it was like a real signature. I'd never seen your
As opposed
handwriting
to a fake
before.
one.
You know, people don't write anymore. Everything's on computers. We
I
text
know.
or we're on phone.
You want some of my essentials? What are
You
you
don't get
talking
the
about?
essence of a person from their handwriting because we don't have that anymore.
It's true.
It's like a conversation. Part of who you are and your name comes with your handwriting.
Really?
Your
I've got bad
handwriting and
handwriting.
Your conversation, how you're
It's kind of
speaking
like
with somebody,
an
because
identity.
everything's done.
It's your like identity.
It's your identity,
It is.
exactly.
You know, everybody's texting, so how about spelling? Abbreviations.
Horrible.
Texting is hard.
My
Well,
spelling
now we
is
spell
my
check.
spelling should be abbreviated.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It
It's
is-
horrible.
It is
But it's spell
abbreviated.
check now, so
I
it
can't
auto
spell check.
corrects
Even my
things
spell check is wrong.
for you.
I know, so don't voice text.
Oh, that's
Because
the worst.
Lord knows what it's going to come
Yeah,
out.
you
Well,
have
it's
to
funny.
check it
Whenever you
before.
talk to JoJo on texting, you don't understand the hell of beans.
You're
that
starting
she's
to
saying.
understand,
No,
though.
I don't. I just guess. I go, okay, whatever. She's like,
No,
all
he'll
over the
text
place.
back, would you read your text?
Does this make sense to you?
Right.
But my script, now women usually have beautiful handwriting, right? Your script is nice?
You know what? I was a perfectionist when I was young. Now I scribble.
No,
But
when
I
she was
little-
young, she's all 25
You worked
now.
on it.
Boy, you
When I
don't
was
even have
little
a
in
hard
school-
artery yet.
In school, I would get so particular about my cursive handwriting that like I would erase a letter like a million times, almost till I had holes in the paper to make sure it was perfect. And I remember one time I didn't finish my assignment in time before recess, so I had to go to like the principal's office and finish it because I was so perfectionistic about my handwriting. Now I just scribble my name, but you know, that's how I was when I was little. I think
We used to have
girls are
handwriting contests in school.
Yeah.
You have a nice handwriting?
Sometimes.
Now, she's an artist. You had the wrong ear. She put the wrong earbud in. So she's like, I can't hear nothing. Yeah. When it's not working, you're not gonna hear nothing.
Do you know
No, don't
that
hear
this
nothing.
happened to another pair of headphones, and I thought I was losing my hearing, and I was going to go to the doctor, and I realized it was just my headphone. True story. The guy at the gym was cracking up because I'm like, my music isn't even playing. What's wrong with my ear? They go, clean out your ear. I was going to go to the doctor. All this. It was my headphone was not working.
It's because he's a mono, so we only hear out of one piece. Now, women usually have nicer handwriting, right? So if women should be nicer than men because, right, you have nicer handwriting, so it means that you're supposed to be nicer because your handwriting is nicer?
That's an interesting.
Is that true?
That's an analogy.
It's supposed to be
Has, like,
nicer?
very elegant handwriting. You can tell they're an elegant person. If they have like real bubble letters,
Right.
you can tell they're like bubbly personality.
So I'm a mess because
You know,
mine's a mess.
you know they do have handwriting experts that they can tell, like if you're very flamboyant with your letters, that might reflect your personality, and if the letters are tighter and smaller, you might be more, withdrawn. It's very interesting. There are people who analyze.
It goes with the show yesterday. I'm kind of like that airiness fire, and you're the
I don't
businessman
know what
of
the hell
what you
are.
are.
I don't know what you are.
I don't either, but I do know we're going to go to commercial break, and we come back, we're going to talk with Jordana about Go Beyond. What is Go Beyond? And JoJo and her new show coming out of Melbourne called Biz with JoJo.
Biz Talk with JoJo.
Biz Talk with JoJo. Give us a call, 888-565-1470, and we'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carbon Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarbonCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Hey, Dawn, do you know what CBD is?
What is CBD, Freddy?
CBD is a cannabidiol. My goodness gracious, I'm Puerto Rican and I can announce that. Cannabidiol, which is found in the hemp plant. CBD can help regulate your mood, improve your sleep, reduce inflammation, and you know what? It even increases immunity.
Did you know that our internal systems are already made to receive the CBD? It's made of natural botanicals without any psychotropic effects. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that means.
It means you can get healthy without getting high.
That's right. Now, people come to the studio, we give them CBD, and what's the first thing they ask me? Can I drive home? I said, did you drive here? Yes. Well, then you're going to drive home. So if you want CBD and the experience to feeling better, reducing anxiety, what do you got to do?
Give him a call at 561-674-7446. It is the #1 legal and leading CBD company in the United States. Safe for all ages. Where do you visit, Freddie?
You visit livelovecbd.com.
livelovecbd.com. Tell him Dawn and Freddie sent you.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddie S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
I like that.
And
we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're here with Jordana Foster and JoJo and Janelle from Miss Florida organization, Miss Fort Lauderdale. And Jordana, we've got a new segment starting called Go Beyond.
Yes.
Which is what?
I'm so excited to bring this segment here. So I help people individuals and businesses who are looking to go beyond where they are right now. People are in different parts of their lives, whether they are empty nesters, which I'm about to be. I'm taking my youngest son, freshman year, to school this weekend, and people who want to redefine themselves. They want to re-explore and reinvent themselves as far as where they want to be and where they are right now. And so I help businesses reevaluate whether it's their communication skills within a team setting, if they're looking to explore. A lot of it works on communication. And a lot of people, I'm with the John Maxwell team. And so what that does is that allows people to go beyond to look at how they're talking with people and are you actually connecting. And he actually has a book called
But you do more than that, because we sat here in the first hour, we talked about health, you talked about alternatives, we talked about statins.
Yes.
Normally, every commercial that we've done here for 2 years, I've written. I did not write yours because I am still trying to wrap my head around all the things you do.
So, yes, and you're phenomenal. I'm really thrilled to be a part of this.
But that's why I asked what you do, because you do everything.
So many facets. So I represent a vegan, gluten-free nutrition, skincare, and wellness line because I believe the importance, like your first segment, about people making healthier choices, and we have to be our own healthcare advocates.
That's right.
So you can't rely on other people or to wait, like we were talking about earlier, until something happens that you're not feeling right. You have to make those choices and changes now. Be proactive, be into prevention, take the initiative so that you can feel and live and be your very best now and not have to deal. Obviously, things will come up. You know, I tore my ACL and didn't anticipate that happening on the ski slopes. But, you know, then I did a detox, and there are a lot of things that you can do to get you moving and on the right path faster.
Right.
So the nutrition, I'm so glad you said that. That's a huge passion of mine, in addition to the personal development and helping people and businesses, because so many of us say that we want to do things and accomplish things, but we don't do it.
Why
and
stop?
I want to know why.
I was going to ask you why. What is
Great question.
What's the top? I can't even say top one, because I know what the top one is coming from your mouth. You're in my head again. But why do you think people can't get to the next step and go beyond?
There's a few. Number one, top of the list is fear. Fear of what people will think. Fear that you won't be able to do what you think that you can do. And so that is a biggie that I work with people with their limiting beliefs. What either you have imposed on yourself, your own self-talk, or what people have been telling you that you can and can't do.
Well, what are you doing that for?
You know, oh, I can't believe I've never seen you do that, being on a radio, you know, whatever that might be. Somebody might be going for a degree or going, you know, don't let what other people think you can and can't do limit you and get in your way of being. I think everybody has brilliance and huge, bigger capacities than what they are showing, and they're not living in their greatest, you know, potential.
You know what I find fascinating? If someone says, what's your child doing? They're going to law school, they're going to med school, they're an accountant, they're an engineer, professional.
Right.
That's fabulous. They're an art major, really? You're a radio host. What does that mean? All of those things, right? You're going to let your kid major in art? You're going to do what with a creative writing major? What's that mean?
Right.
And then you work with women and men that reinvent themselves later in life. And hey, use me as an example. You do what for a living? How did you do that? Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? And people don't understand. I really don't need your opinion, but they give it anyway. But they validate those 5 top professions,
right?
And anything else is almost like, and then it makes you feel. Well, it doesn't make me feel bad anyway, but it makes other people feel I shouldn't share what I'm doing. Maybe that's part of can't go beyond because they don't have the acceptance.
They don't have the acceptance. Another one is that they don't see their value and their worth, which I always talk with people. That's one of the things that I teach and help is you need to see the value in you. Don't let someone else decide your worth. You decide your worth.
You know, it's interesting you say that because it is a great point. You know, you have this young lady here. You weren't born with that crown, right?
No.
Okay. The bottom line here is when people come up to me and they ask these questions, my show isn't about me. I mean, I'm on it, and I have a lot of people around me that are on it, and you're on it. But let me ask you, what's your show about? You know, what are you about? And sometimes people ask you certain questions because they're afraid of their own selves.
Right.
That piece that I thought was brilliant that you came up with the mirror. I want to do that. And if I have to go buy a mirror, I'll put it in here. But look in the mirror and be honest with yourself.
Well, I want to ask Janelle, Miss Fort Lauderdale. You probably get all kinds of comments. One is the whole pageantry that you went through to become Miss Fort Lauderdale. No one even asked you the platform, right? It's because the overall consensus is, well, look at you.
Yeah. There are some, you know, misunderstandings or stipulations that people have. They think it's all about the beauty, the outward beauty and the glam and the crown and the sash and the, you know, all of that. But I always lead it back towards the platform, the purpose, what our personal mission is and what our mission is as an organization. And that's, you know, not only to empower women, but also to leave an impact in our communities and to really serve and volunteer. And my personal platform is Empowering Extraordinary Health. So that's my mission, educating, equipping, and empowering people to take proactive steps toward prevention to maximize their health and minimize their risk. But I think it's so important that we do get to, you know each other and to find the real purpose. I think that we all have a mission, and that is why we do what we do. That's what fuels us. And even though it might be a little bit not in those top 5 categories that everybody thinks of. It's our sharing our own unique giftings and passions and callings and doing what we were called to do.
But then the other side of this thing is that now you've won, and this what you're going to be doing with this, because when you walk with that crown, it changes perception. And I think a lot of what Jordana, the things that I like about Jordana is that you are able to analyze perception. I attribute life to a baseball game. The baseball game has a certain number of feet and inches from the pitcher's mound to home plate. There are rules that have to be done. There are batter boxes where you have to bat it. There are certain restrictions in life, and you know how I love that word.
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
But what I like is his perception. When the game is going on, there is this perception in this game of how to win it and how to lose it. You're able to see from people what will improve their being if they allow it to happen. Right. Now, you can't make somebody do things. The uniqueness of you. And JoJo also. JoJo on the set. JoJo goes way on and beyond. With her, you got to sort of reel her in to keep her on the train tracks, because she creates new tracks. I didn't know that train was going in that direction when JoJo said it is today.
It is now.
And the funny thing is that my co-host is very similar. Very similar. She has taken things in a whole different light, in a whole different way. But Dawn, unlike JoJo, says it in a question. Well, what do you think? Maybe we do it this way. Not like JoJo, we're doing it this way. We're gone. It's going.
She's decided it. She's just posing it as a question.
That's right.
So that she's including you.
That's which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Communication skills that are smart.
My mother told me, always make a man think it's his idea, and you'll always get what you want. So that's what she's doing.
But she doesn't need to do that with me, because I've asked her to, like, we went from AM to AM FM, and then we went to television, and then we came here. This ain't my fingerprints. Now, I said, you give me what you want done, and I'll figure out how to get it done. But I'm not intimidated by the fact that she has a brain, and she has desires, and she has things that she wants to accomplish. I think that the biggest enemy to a lot of people is themselves.
Absolutely. And the other thing, you were asking about some of the key points that hold people back or don't allow them to do it. It's the worth, it's the fear. I also think that people are really not in touch with what their passion is. Like you were saying, the art. And I say to my kids all the time, who are now, you have to do what you love.
You have to do what you love.
Because if you do what you love,
but did you always say that?
Be successful.
But did you always say that? You're saying that today.
No, I said it when they got to high school, when they really understood what I meant.
Okay, so you meant that before you even got married, right?
That's because that was the path that I started taking for myself, and then working with other people and myself. So then it was an easy conversation, because you can only teach from what you're doing yourself.
That's right.
I can't, preach something if I'm not living and holding myself accountable.
And I think
if you find your passion
earlier on, and you're being proactive instead of preventative and not reactive at the other side, and recreating yourself, you're just growing later in life instead of recreating. And you found your passion. My daughter was an art major. And so many said, you're letting her be an art major. Letting her? What should I do? Tell her to be a business major that she'll hate?
And then later on, when she's 40, she'll say, you know what, this is not serving me. And then she'll do what she wanted to do in the first place.
She followed her passion, and she went full circle. We said, are you going to travel art shows? Are you going to paint? What are you going to do? She worked in an art gallery.
Well, she'll figure it out.
And you know what? So now she's an art teacher. She said, but she came full circle.
How many jobs have I had?
2,525.
But do you know why? If I wish my sister was here. My sister will tell you, you never know what Freddy's gonna do. You're never gonna know. You know why? Because I do this. There's something of this plus more in my life. I want the more. I want to know until I can't breathe no more.
For sure.
I want the more. Now, I don't know what that more is going to be. Maybe it's in Melbourne, and we do skits and shows up there. Maybe we'll do the Miss America pageant. I don't know. I've never done them. I know we are.
Miss Melbourne. Can we bring Miss Melbourne?
Yeah, why not?
She already asked about doing something like that. So it isn't about structuring your limits.
No.
Hence why I hate that word. Yeah. I don't even remember what it is. But it isn't about closing it off. You want to open it. Challenge yourself.
And I think people need to stretch. I think they need to stretch.
That's what we did with
That's why
Didn't we do that with you?
Oh, absolutely.
We
And this
put
has
you in
just
the
been
most uncomfortable
No,
position.
you don't tell me who I'm going to be sitting here with.
I don't even
and all of
know.
a sudden, and then you say, well, that's where the magic happens. And it is. It's not scripted. It's just like, it's very organic, and the conversations are there. And I think that what happens is when you are very passionate, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in energy. That's a whole huge thing that I focus on with me and my clients. And when you're passionate about something and you have the energy and you have a message and you need to reach people, you end up finding the alliances and the people who are on that same mission.
Right.
I mean, here, talking about nutrition and us with the radio shows and both of you with, I mean, we are we are doing, I hate the word try, we are doing what we set out to do. And a lot of people are afraid to take action because they don't want to fail. And another one part of what
That's the fear.
It's fear of failure.
Is what's the worst thing that can happen?
You're going to be exactly the way you are.
That's exactly right.
Right?
And when people at the end of their life, they don't say, I can't believe I did that. They say, I wish I
would
had.
have done.
And that's what I don't want for me or any of my clients or anyone that I meet, come across. I don't want people to have that limiting them and saying, you know what, I wish I had done. Just do it. Nike, just do it. Who cares? What's going to happen? The worst thing is you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to get back up, and you're going to keep
And you're
going,
gonna do it
and you're going
again.
to try something and kind of take it and shift it.
That's
and that's
right.
kind of what it's all about.
I always have gotten told in my life, done is better than perfect. Because I'm a perfectionist, and I always think, I can't start this until everything's in place, and I don't have this yet, and that.
It's kind of me.
That perfectionist mindset. But you just gotta, go out and do it, get it done. I was reading John Maxwell this week, his
Love that.
intentional living, and he said that failure will get you more successes than excuses will ever get you.
It's perfect. It's absolutely right.
So
Because what are we learning from? You can't just show up and have it be perfect, but you're going to learn from the last time that you did it and say, okay, and then just course correct and do it better the next time and learn from how you're talking and communicating with people, how you're showing up.
But you're so passionate about what you do. So for you as a coach and a life coach, wellness coach, business, everything that you do, your clients have to say, wow, she's on my side. And when you've got one person on your side, that fear of failure diminishes. And when I first started working with you, I knew I had a few people on my side, not a lot. And those friends that I had have diminished because, again, what was I doing and why was I doing this when my kids went to school? But you learn that as you go along in life. And you pick up new friends along the way that support you and bring you up, and life happens for a reason. But I had a few people that supported me along the way. But when people work with you, Jordana's going to support you along the way. And you always have that one person that will be there for you. And if you have that to fall back on, you can do anything.
But Jordana, do we rely on our successes by what friends tell us?
Unfortunately.
No. Hold on. The perspective.
No. What I work with people is to help them not care. There's an expression or a line that says, what other people think of you is none of your business. And it's not.
Well, it's a nice way of telling people, I'm glad you gave me your opinion. If I want it, I'll ask you for it. But you're not here to be liked, ladies and gentlemen. You will be respected. But you can't say, I don't want to do this because everybody says it's a bad idea. Now, running in front of a train will hurt.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea. You should listen to that. Now, my son, Freddy, played football in college. He's the only Santori that played in college football. And he called me from the field. And he says, Dad, I'm not starting. I'm not even on the second string. I'm on the third string. I said, are you playing in the stadium? He said, yes. How many people are there? I don't know, maybe 80,000. I said, do you hear that? He says, what? Do you hear them screaming? Yeah. Do you feel that? Yeah. I said, you're the only Santori that's ever done that. Think about that. Hold on to that. Then all of a sudden, it didn't matter whether he was playing or starting. It just mattered that he was there.
But that's why you are so successful in what you do and why everyone comes to be part of it, because you have that vision and you can get people to think about that 1%, that one glimmer of hope instead of the 99% fear.
There is no such thing as fear.
And
We
it's
create
the
it.
support that you
It's what
guys
you do.
bring and the connections, that all that energy, along with the lines of the sports. I'm a movie buff and I love quotes. And there was one, I have to remember the name of the movie, but it said, "Never let the fear of striking out stop you from playing the game." And
That's a
you
good
need
one,
to
too.
play the game. You need to,
What movie?
Oh, that's it.
What was it?
Thank you.
Cinderella Story.
That's right.
And
It all
I'm
comes back
telling
to
you because
Cinderella.
I grew up playing sports. My kids were big sports. I went to every game, and we're only here as well as we know one time, and so we need to get in the game.
That's
we can't
right.
let what other people think or
Stop
you
you.
know, like you said. It's interesting that as you go along your path, personally, professionally, what happens is the people that were with you in the beginning might not be with you at the end, because you need to really be mindful of the support that you're getting.
But you pick up new people.
Yes, you do. You do.
pick up new.
And some people become jealous
and,
of what you
and
do.
that energy can either stifle you or propel you forward, and you do need that support. So it's really important, not only for what you're telling yourself, but who you're hanging out with. They say you're only as good as the 5 people that that you spend the most time with. You need to look at those 5 people.
Let's take a quick commercial break. More with, gosh, I don't even know what we're talking about. Just a lot of self-help
Life.
improvement.
And we still have JoJo when we get back.
We got JoJo, 888-565-1470, and we'll be right back.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. In this world of social media and cacophony of sound, how do you get noticed? How do you get heard? In a world of instant gratification, how do you find appreciation? It's time to be heard. Become a radiating magnet and allow the law of attraction to come fully into play. Being completely in the moment speaks louder than words and actions. It's time to become fully present. It's time to put Humpty Dumpty together again. Call or text 561-351-9134. Become your radiating self. Contact Clyde at 561-351-9134. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
We need more cowbell.
I need sunglasses and a hearing aid now.
Double fisting your bell.
Double fisted the bell.
And JoJo doesn't even have an earphone in. How do you like that?
And this is a stay. This is a stay for.
Last time I had that in
You
my
need
ear,
more.
I forgot it was in there.
JoJo, you know what this is?
It's like a cowbell. It's
Do you
an
know
insurance
why?
bell.
But do you know what this is
No.
about? Do you have any? Do you ever watch the show? Apparently not.
Apparently, you
No.
are. Who are you?
I can't remember his name.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
They think he sounds like Christopher Walken.
So they want me to run on the Speedo on the beach with a cowbell.
You had a Speedo on in Melbourne.
Yes, but that was a bathing suit Speedo.
They want a Speedo.
They want a Speedo, which
the
is
little ones?
Yes,
Speedo
which is
Speedo.
never going to happen.
We can put on it
No.
the Brooklyn Cafe.
Absolutely.
And
Why
you know
not?
what?
Try something new. You may like it.
You know why? I may catch a cold.
We can get you antibiotics for that.
You know
something
those
someone could
socks
give you?
she had?
Yes.
You can put a sock on it.
With essential oils.
Yeah. We were in San Francisco a few
And
years
no, I'm
ago.
not doing that.
And that is
I'm
all
not doing- Thank you for
this guy had on was the sock.
I'm pretty sure.
And he had an essential oil sock.
And the funny thing is
Feel a lot
that
better.
you were staring at it.
I couldn't even. My kids were rolling. They were dying.
And you were staring at, you were looking at the kids laughing. Uh-huh.
And that is it. But we haven't even talked about JoJo being here. There's a big reason JoJo's here.
I'm here.
Besides, we love having JoJo.
JoJo, why are you here? Tell us.
Because I'm going to be doing a show very similar to this up in Melbourne Beach. It's going to be Biz Talk with JoJo. And I really shouldn't say Melbourne Beach. It's more of the Space Coast because you have Sebastian, you have West Melbourne, Cape Canaveral, all in that area. And there are so many businesses and entrepreneurs and charities that really go unnoticed.
So that's what you're going to bring. It's going to be called?
It's going to be called Biz Talk with JoJo, and I'm going to be going mobile. Some of it will be live, some will be pre-recorded because events will be at night. So we'll have to show it, the next day or something like that.
She's starting next month.
But
Did
you
know
guys
that?
are going to guide me.
Fantastic.
Yes, September 15th is the target date.
It's coming out.
So I'm very excited
It's around the
about
corner.
that.
Of course I know it. She drives me nuts about how to put this whole thing together.
But you have to, because it's one of the things, because you do 10 things at once, like you're doing now. And I always say,
Well, that's what he does,
when
right?
I go back and I look at the shows and I try and find posts, hashtag, where's my host? Because this is it. This is the perfect picture
I'm right here.
of me going like this, because I don't have the audio on, of me going like this, and he's on his phone. He's scrolling, he's looking down, he's having a cup of coffee, he's having a whole I'm having a whole conversation with myself is what I'm doing.
But I'm right here.
Joe, pipe in anytime. I'll talk to Joe. Joe's not even answering me.
Do you know when I call him to come on the show, he just puts me on hold because it takes me forever?
Who, JoJo?
Yeah. He goes, oh, it's you. Hold on, because I know it's going to take a while for you to get on when they split the screen.
All right, let's talk. This is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. I lost the show. I can't find it. Facebook must have taken it off. So we're going to be doing this thing in Melbourne. Now,
Space Coast. I don't want to limit it to Melbourne.
okay, so we're going to go up and down the coast?
We can. They're all within like 20 minutes of each other. But we have, Sebastian, West Melbourne, so it's more than just Melbourne.
Now, JoJo was nice enough to have Linda and I go up to stay at the Surfcaster.
Surfcaster.
Not the Sandcastle.
Surfcaster.
Surfcaster.
He renames everything.
Where I went, yes, Mike, and I went in the water and I got hit like a ping pong. Do you know?
That cliff is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Where'd it go?
I guess the tide took it out.
Really?
Yeah.
That
it
is
wasn't there all the time. There must have been a storm out in the ocean and pushed it all the way.
That was the biggest. That was the hardest waves. I mean, I've been to Jones, I've been to Montauk, but these waves were ridiculous.
Tough riptide. And what he doesn't know
People go there to go
surfing.
Surfing. That's a big.
They were
huge
surfing, and I
area.
was bouncing around like a ping pong.
I'm going to play the Beyonce song tomorrow called Surfboard.
Okay, you do that. Do you know that I think I fractured my shoulder? It was hurting me until that day, until this morning. I
You're
was
kidding
like,
me.
no, you should see how it slammed me.
Maybe you bruised it, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get out of the water?
Because I like it.
And there you have it. Right? I would have said, I would not have even gone in the water.
What am I gonna? I'm gonna be a wuss, and I'm gonna jump out of the water and say, "Oh, my
The water's beautiful though. There's
It's
no
gorgeous.
seaweed. It's
Not-
beautiful.
and there's no people.
When are you going to come up?
You have your own private beach.
You have to come up with your family, or just you. We'll have a girls' weekend.
It's a real nice
Sorry,
place.
Mr. Dawn.
Sorry, I've been out there. How do you like that?
Ooh, Mr.
I can put
Dawn.
myself. Faith and I will go hang out with JoJo.
Oof.
How about I bring Faith up?
Great.
No, I'm gonna.
She's all excited.
I'm bringing Mr. Don.
And Faith.
I'm bringing Mr. Don. Holy smokes! Anyway, so there's these great restaurants that she goes. We went to karaoke night. This one sings, and there's a lot of people that know. So the object of the game is to visit these eateries, and we're gonna go into different parts as well.
Yes, we are. And I also have a gentleman. If you are on Facebook, you want a friend and like Big Boy Dining Out. He does food reviews all over, even up in New York. He's fabulous. And I would like to be doing something with him as well, going out on the road. So
Big Boy Dining Out. You can be like Guy Fieri, going in, right? Diners and Dives or something.
Right, but the good thing about it is he's going to be doing the eating, not me. I'd be 600 pounds by next year.
No, we do a lot of eating on set. We bite, we share, and then we pass it along to the interns.
Just
right?
a little bite is okay.
Right?
A little bite, a little sip.
Well, yesterday you sat and had that whole sandwich on air. It was delicious,
I ate the
wasn't
meat,
it?
but I didn't eat the bread.
Well, no, I ate the bread.
Yeah, the mushroom
You had the
stuff.
meat.
That was unbelievable.
Right, that was really good. And the chicken. We have so many great restaurants that come around here. And today we were supposed to have wine for humanity, but they had a little conflict, so someone passed away.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what happened.
Her great uncle passed away this morning,
sorry
so
to
she
hear that.
texted me.
I also have a realtor that's going to sponsor, but I want him to sponsor down here as well because a lot of people from down here are moving up. They're
Or
moving
they
up to
have
Melbourne.
second
What you were
homes.
saying.
They really
How come
are.
why are they moving up there?
Because
I know that
you can buy beautiful homes on the ocean that down here
For a fraction of the
for a
cost.
fraction of the cost, right?
I didn't know that.
When we were growing
Yes.
up, my parents had a beach.
And it's an hour and a half.
We had a beach apartment up in Vero Beach when we were growing up. So
20
we'd go
minutes
up,
from here.
so we'd go up on the weekends because
Right.
it was about an hour and a half from where I grew up. It was just far enough, but close enough.
Right.
And
You
a
wanna get
totally
out of the
different
You
life.
feel like you're away.
Right.
Right.
Feel
And
like
the,
you're
and the
away.
nice thing is, I went to see Gio over the weekend on the other side, on the
Anna
East
Marie,
Coast, and
Tampa.
there's red tide. You can't go to the beach.
Can't go in the water.
You can't. I mean, we went, and Linda got in the water, and Linda's sick. She says, "Oh, I was getting a cold." Okay, but the bottom line is, you can't enjoy the beaches on that side right now. You can still enjoy them on this side. Now, this place has no people. It's like your private beach.
private.
It's unfreaking believable.
And unbelievable restaurants and things. That's what
And she knows all the
That's
restaurants.
incredible. You know everything.
D'Angelo's, Jake's Crab Shack. I brought you the Sam's for breakfast.
We
Just so
ate
much to
in
do.
different
And you run
places.
a lot of restaurants, don't you? You work in a bunch of places.
A bunch of 'em, yeah.
She sings, she hosts, she's got the Surfcaster. JoJo's very busy.
Everybody knows her up there, which
Of
is the
course,
strangest
I
thing.
can
It
see
takes
that.
15 minutes to get seated.
That's why she's called Go Go JoJo.
Unbelievable.
Well, I had everybody singing and dancing when he was waiting to sit down and have breakfast.
Yep. Now the challenge of doing this show with JoJo is that we're going to set it up so we can do it remotely with the interns. We're going to take a shot at this thing, but the challenge about doing this particular piece is capturing sound, which is always a challenge. And then we're going to escalate that, and hopefully we're going to put it on television, and after television, radio, and then after radio, we're going to put it on
Television.
TV. So we're
That's the
going
plan.
to work this out. And the reason we're doing that is because the Brooklyn Cafe is attempting now to go on TV or past the other piece, but we do it in house. So now we're going to attempt to go out of house. And Giovanni has all the machinery is being upgraded.
We're going out of our comfort zone, right?
It's a challenge
Every day.
I mean, it's been 8 years, and this has been a dream of mine to do it. 8 years ago, we didn't have the technology, but we have it now.
Look how far we've come. My first dream was to have a new poster at BCT, and we had it.
I remember.
That was my first ask of you, and that was a huge ask. And now it hangs at WNN.
Now, did you see? We found the No Place for Hate ADL poster.
I think it's under the desk.
Yes. Do you know Giovanni was going to give it to the guy cooking so that he could put it on the table? I said, Giovanni,
Black and blue.
if you put that thing on the table, Dawn's going to kill you. I said, no. I said, just put it away.
Yeah, I thought I rolled it up and put it away. Put it in the
He
closet.
found it.
Oh.
That was so funny.
But I'm working on having them come back on because there's so many things that in conjunction, everything we do builds on something else. It's like when we talked about diabetes and high blood pressure and statins, you can't pull out one risk factor without pulling out everything. And No Place for Hate and anti-bullying and Miss America organization and the platforms that you stand for and living healthy and living a better life. It's all about being kind and helping others and lifting people up. And if that group of friends you started with is not your group of friends now, you know what? There's a reason, right? And you find another train will come, and you grab another group of friends, and you go forward on the next journey of what you do.
But get on the train.
But
Get on the train. Get on a train.
Not in front of the train, on it.
That's right. Get on it and ride. You know what? Ride your dreams, because if you don't do it, ain't nobody else going to do it for you.
Jordana, how can people find you and your coaching and go beyond?
It's readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. I'm actually having my website finessed right now, so that will be readysetgobeyond.com. And my phone number is 305-753-6758. And so those are the ways right now.
And take the leap of faith.
Definitely
take the leap.
Get in the game and do it. And don't let anybody or anything stop you from being the person that you're meant to be.
And if you have that fear, call Jordana and she will walk you through it and hold you by the hand and just take it baby step at a time, but just do it.
You know who Wayne Gretzky is?
Sure.
Greatest hockey player to ever score. They asked him what was the secret for him to score goals. You know what he said?
One step
I
at a
took
time.
a shot.
Ah, there you have it.
Took a shot. Think
Do you know
about
who he
that.
was married to?
Mrs. Gretzky.
Janet Jones.
Do you know Madonna's 60?
Oh, she's beautiful. I love her. She's an
She
actress.
did the firm.
She was
the firm workout.
Right.
And if you really see what's going out there, Madonna is 60. Can you believe Madonna is 60?
Unbelievable.
Greatest marketer ever to exist is Madonna. She's the best. She couldn't
Talk
sing
about
for being.
reinventing herself.
Right?
She did it all throughout her career.
Over and over. I think she was one of the
Still
first
doing
concerts
it.
I saw at the Hollywood Sportatorium when I was growing up. There was
She hurt my
nothing.
ears when she said
Right? That's what it was called. In Hollywood, in the middle of nowhere. And now it's all Weston.
There you go. All
I
right.
know. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Janelle, Jordana, JoJo. More to come. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same
Bye-bye.
place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracasa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. AM 1470, WNN, with more of what you need to know. Get all the latest on health with caller health questions and comments, breaking health news, the health alternative, outrage, and mystery of the week, Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Talk 1470.